What's up, boys and girls? Thank you for tuning in to the Big Honker Podcast. The off season is here for a minute, and then up next we got turkey season. Jeff's favorite, springtime turkey hunting.
Oh, I can't wait this year. Going to go to Pacific Calls.
Yeah,
the turkey rodeo.
We are brought to you by Pacific Calls. If you are in the market for a new turkey call of some sort, go check out PacificCustomCalls.com. Everything is up on their website and ready to ship to your door. But we are just a couple of months away from the third turkey rodeo. Registration opens up on March 14th. We hope to see you there because we're going to be there in the Pacific Northwest. I'm a big West Coast guy, so I'm excited.
Are you going to turkey hunt over there, you think? Or you just
I don't know, Jeff. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I heard through the grapevine you're an MC of the events.
I'm the MC.
I heard we were MCing this thing, so we will see what happens.
What does an MC do?
We're going to talk and I guess talking. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to be there, though. Can't wait to hang out with Alex and Trevor and the boys.
It's going to be a great time. It is the weekend of April 24th. So if you are available, get entered into this. It's going to be a great time. PacificCustomCalls.com. And you know what? It's never too late to buy your new goose or duck call. Also from them, use our promo code BHP25. We hope to see you in the Pacific Northwest. Next, we are brought to you by Shin Gear. They are slowly rolling out all of their new turkey gear. Check them out if you're going to be at NWTF here. You can see all their stuff in person, and then check their Instagram account because they are rolling out new products specifically geared for the turkey hunters. So I am excited about this personally.
Big turkey release coming. Check them out, shingear.com. Going to have waders there. A lot of people can get fitted for waders. They do custom waders there. It's the best apparel that you can get in the waterfowl business.
I wear their stuff every single day, and I hunt 6 to 7 days a week. So it stands the durability test in my eyes.
Check out the Grove boots also at Shin. Check them out at shingear.com.
Next, we are brought to you by Boss Shot Shells. Boss Tom is back in stock. You can go get you some off of BossShotShells.com. I shoot the 9s is kind of my go-to, 12-gauge 9s. 905 pellets in the 9s. It's like a hornet's nest going at that turkey. They got 12 gauge, they got 20 gauge, they got 410s, they got 28s. I know 28 is kind of the flavor of the month. And if you are extra sporty and get that Tom in your grill, they got 410s for you. So check out Boss Tom. We will be with them at NWTF, so come by the booth and say hello.
They got a really cool package they're going to have. It's going to have a couple of boxes of Boss Tom, a cool T-shirt that's going to be available just at the turkey, and some gun oil there. They got gun oil too. So come back and check us out at the turkey convention at the Boss booth. Come back and get your head, shake hands with Andy, buy him a drink, and get your picture made with him.
All right, next we're brought to you by Dive Bomb Industry. It is the end of season sale. You can save up to 60% off of select items. Head over to divebombindustries.com. Shop now, get whatever you need. They got all sorts of stuff on sale right now.
Come on and check us out. They'll be at Turkey also.
That's right. So they got decoys on sale. They got apparel on sale. They got accessories on sale. They got it all. So massive, massive sale over at divebombindustries.com. Take advantage today. Next, we're brought to you by Dirty Duck Coffee. It's how we start our day every single morning out here at the Big Honker Lodge.
If your coffee sucks, it's not the duck.
Let me tell you, I recently found a new drink. It's called the Red Eye. Drip coffee from Dirty Duck Coffee, and then you get your espresso. You put a shot of espresso in there. It's called the Red Eye. Had one this morning. I am zooming through this right now. Dirty Duck Coffee, you can subscribe to their program. It just ships automatically to your door. That's the way to go. You don't have to ever worry about running out of coffee in the morning. So check them out, dirtyduckcoffee.com. If your coffee sucks, it ain't the duck. Up next, we're brought to you by Cedar Run. Listen, there is no greater thing that you can do than to buy a handcrafted, hand-painted decoy. Every waterfowl hunter needs some of these in their collection to pass down to the future generations.
Corey and them have an amazing product at cedarrundecoys.com. Also, they've got the Big Honker collection. We've had the yellow rubber ducky, the Michelle, or the Eurasian widgeon, me and Andy's. We've had the Mexican tree duck, Tony's, and a brand new Big Honker collection coming out, the Ron Stanfield. Going to be the Victor Mallard. Be a really cool thing will be coming out soon. So check them out at cedarrundecoy.com.
Next, we're brought to you by Ducks Unlimited. For 85 years, no organization has done more to conserve, restore, and manage wetlands and associated habitat for North America's waterfowl. Ducks Unlimited is putting in projects where it matters most, and that is a prairie pothole region. It takes ducks to make ducks, and Ducks Unlimited makes a lot of ducks.
Hunters are the best conservationists in the world.
That's right. It's a great organization. Find a way, join a chapter, start a chapter. Your money gets put back into the ducks. So have a little bit of legwork this year. Make that a goal of yours this off season. Figure out a way to get involved and create more ducks. And first weekend in August, they're going to have the duck show in Memphis. So mark that on your calendars right now. It's going to be a great time. Next, we're brought to you by the Looking Glass Podcast. Logan and Rebel, we have our quarterly meetings every quarter, 4 episodes a year with the Looking Glass boys. They're great guys. They're hilarious. You can check out their podcast on Patreon. Get subscribed to their Patreon account, and you will have access to their entire library.
Don't listen to it with your kids in the car.
Okay, up next is Lucky Duck, Masters of Deception. Right now, varmint hunts are going on. Get the e-collar. They got so many sounds on there, you'll never work your way all the way through them. And if you're like Clay Reed, just play the rabbit. It's pretty simple. They also have a 5-star crash test rated kennel out. That's what Roy Boy rides in every time he comes out here to the Big Honker Lodge. You can't put a price on safety.
We have so many listeners of ours that don't just hunt, but they all have dogs and animals they love. Nothing better than the safety of your dog. Lucky Duck. That kennel has saved so many lives for them animals. You're in a car wreck, things you don't expect. If you're traveling, keep that dog in the kennel. LuckyDuck.com.
Up next, we're brought to you by Mossberg. These guys go above and beyond for our Gold Star hunt. They give a gun for every kid that comes out here. My hat's off to Mossberg, sincerely. I shoot the Pro 940 waterfowl gun. Never misses a beat out here. They got stuff for everybody. I mean, they really do. They got shotguns. They got all sorts of good stuff. So check out Mossberg. Next time you're at a big box store and you see a Mossberg behind the counter, put it to your shoulder. See what you think about it. I think you're going to like it. Matty Robertson also, it's got his stamp of approval too. So he's never wrong. Just ask him. Mossberg.com. Up next, we're brought to you by Mitch Hall Chevrolet. Jeff just bought a vehicle.
Yeah, the customer service at Mitch Hall is amazing. They take care of you. You don't have to fight with the dang car salesman. Tell them what you got. They'll give you a good, honest trade-in on yours. You can get your paperwork done. I was in Mitch Hall Chevrolet 5 minutes. In the door in 5 minutes, signed my papers and turned around, walked out, got in Michelle's new vehicle and left.
That's the way to buy a vehicle.
I don't like all that other bullshit. That's the way to go. So check them out at Mitch Hall Chevrolet, Haskell.com. Great people. Tell them I sent you. Ask for Cole.
Last but not least, Stanfield Hunting Outfitters just wrapped another season, and books are open, Jeff. It's books are open season.
Books are open for 2029, folks. I'm not going to lie.
That's right. As far out as you want to go.
Got 3 events available. We got the Boss Dove Hunt, we got the Boss Goose Hunt, and we got the Shin Gear Goose Hunt. Boss Dove Hunt is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I do not have the dates in front of me. I think it's 16, 17, 18 of September. Come in on Sunday. Come in on Monday, leave on Thursday. Dinner 3 nights, lodging 3 nights. Good people, dove hunt for 3 days, 3 afternoons, 3 evenings. Boss Goose Hunt is November 16, 17, 18, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Come in Sunday. Dinner, spend the night, goose hunt, 3 mornings, goose hunt, lodging meals. And the Shin Gear Hunt is November 30th, December 1st and 2nd, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's during the split for all you boys in Arkansas and Louisiana. It's a perfect time. Come out here and hang out with some like-minded people. Anyways, you can get together with me on dates, or the exact dates and the times, because I'm spouting off the dates, but it's pretty much in them time frames. So anyways, check us out at stanfieldhunting.com. Also have 6 deer left. Thought I had 3. I had 6. Picked up a new piece of property. If you want to kill a deer in the 130 to 150 inch range, holler at me. We can take care of your deer. We were 30 for 31 on bucks last year. Anyways, check us out at stanfieldhunting.com or call and I will answer the phone, because no one else knows how to answer the phone around here at 940-658-3172. Thank you very much.
Love you. Bye. Watch for deer. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom! And welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by Mossberg. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world famous Andy Shaver.
Great company. They go above and beyond for our Gold Star kids. So go check out Mossberg.
Hats off to him. Great company.
Reese is
great
going to
people.
shoot a turkey with a Mossberg this year.
He sure will.
Shot a turkey with a Mossberg last year.
Shot one more turkey than his grandpa has.
I saw you're trying to Democrat some turkey off.
Oh, I'm not going nowhere. I was just jacking with you since you wouldn't let me shoot one. With us today,
you're a grown man, Jeff. You shouldn't be shooting jakes.
From the great state of Mississippi, who should have won the national championship in football this year, Seth Wooten. How are you doing, sir?
Good. How you doing?
Doing great. Y'all miss Lane Kiffin yet?
This is going to crack you up. I'm an LSU fan.
Well, he won't be there very long, so you'll be missing him within 3 years.
I'm really a baseball fan, if we're going to be honest about it all. It didn't bother me if he came or not. My favorite part was, though, I live about 30 miles north of Oxford, and they melted, Jeff. They melted.
I thought
they act like their whole world crashed.
I hated to see him go, and I've got a lot. I like LSU. I have no problem, but he won't be there very long. They'll fire him.
No.
He'll either. I mean, they fired Coach O, who won a national championship, so they'll fire him too. So that's what.
Let him go 8-4 a couple of years. Let's see how that works out.
I tell you, one of the funniest LSU things I saw as a former LSU player. You know, Paul Skeen's the best pitcher in baseball, probably.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And someone was worried about him wearing his arm out pitching the World Baseball Classic, and someone says, "Oh, that's okay. He won't be playing another meaningful baseball game for 4 more years at the next World Baseball Classic
with the Pirates."
Yeah, until he gets to a new team, it's sad.
Yeah.
That's just sad how he got drafted by them, and that's just terrible how that works.
Well,
I mean, I guess terribly he's making so much money too. You know?
Right.
Well, baseball's so screwed up because they don't have a salary cap. They got to pay. So the Dodgers can have a $300 million payroll, and the Royals can have a $60 million payroll. Well, fuck, it's not fair. You know, put a hard salary cap.
They have to figure out a salary cap on this league before it's said and done. Like, you just cannot keep having the Dodgers get what they get every year, and Tampa Bay Rays getting what they get.
Yeah.
Dodgers will be in the Paul Skeen business before too long.
They will be.
Once that
That's
rookie deal
exactly-
wears
Oh,
off.
yeah. The Dodgers will have Paul Skeens before it's said and done, I feel like.
Because baseball doesn't have you can't franchise somebody. So you're going to lose your good players every year to the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Dodgers, the Giants, or the Rangers are going to buy your players. Because the big money teams. So you run a
I wish my Braves would do that, but they won't.
I grew up when the Braves were a powerhouse. When they had Maddox and Glavine and Smoltz, and they had their own,
days.
And they had the only TV channel that had baseball. Them and the Cubs were the only ones on TV every day.
TBS and WGN.
Yep.
Ted Turner had it wrapped up.
He did, man. I remember
He knew what he was doing.
every week. We'd go to my grandparents every other weekend, and we'd have Braves baseball on TBS.
Yep.
You couldn't even
exactly
watch
right.
the Rangers back then, I don't think.
Yeah, you could. It was on K-Texas, but I don't know that it was, or not K-Texas.
They did Fox Sports for a while.
Yeah,
Southwest.
But before that, when I was in the 80s, you could get it on a channel out of Dallas, 11, KTV T11, I think, had it on all the time, but that was it. Okay, so you live in Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
Do you duck hunt on the Mississippi River ever?
Oh yeah, yes. That's where I grew up hunting. Honestly, well, that's where my stepdad took me when I was younger, probably 10 years old. Where I started with him, and I didn't realize the danger of the river. He just always taught me to respect it. Taught me like eddies, ripples over the water means there's rock dikes. He taught me the river very well, but I didn't realize that. You know, like I've stayed on the river for 2 or 3 nights at a time, stranded with him.
Oh shit!
Me not knowing we're stranded.
Right.
Me not knowing, him explaining to me that this is what we're going to do. Not knowing our boat motors tore up and we're the wrong direction. He always taught me to go upriver in case you had boat motor issues, you drift back down. Well, we went downriver one morning, got stuck down there for 2 days. And this is back before you had the iPhone. He had some kind of Motorola phone, I think. And no service. We couldn't get my mom. Well, finally, we were on a hunting club and somebody saw us. And they called us in, and Corps came down there and got us and pulled us back up and got us back to the house and everything. But man, my mom, she's a worry wart. And yeah, it wasn't a good feeling. But yeah, the Mississippi River is one of like my back home feel like places for sure.
Well,
I've had some interesting stories on that place. When the water gets up, it can be a lot of fun.
So it's better hunting when the water's up out of the banks than it is when it's in the banks.
1,000%.
But it's
What's outside of those banks of the Mississippi River usually, if you just think about it?
Yeah.
Like in the Delta down there, you know what I mean? You got big, nice places, and you can get your boat in there to hunt now.
Right.
Big woods, different chutes you can get in. It's real nice. It's real nice.
Is that
it really is?
When it gets above the banks and you can go in them flats and stuff? Is that hunting private property or is that still public?
That is, and when I was younger, it wasn't frowned upon nearly as bad as it is now, but it makes more sense to me now. So when you go in there, you can hunt it 100%. Where it becomes illegal is when you tie your boat up. Now you're tied up to a private tree on private ground. When your decoy weight hits the ground, it's now on private ground, so your decoy's trespassing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
There's really no way to duck hunt those woods legally because you're going to have to tie up to a tree or the current's just going to be pushing you the whole time.
Mm-hmm. That makes
sense.
sense.
So it's a gray area there, I would say, but it still gets done. Don't get it wrong. Yeah, there's people that still do it daily.
So that's what Texas is. If you're above the high water mark, you're trespassing. But anything in certain areas, like a lot of rivers, like they've changed the rules behind like the Brazos where we are now. Can you shoot a shotgun only? You can't take a rifle even in there now. They just changed the rules this last year or so.
Yeah, I believe it's no rifle.
No rifles no more. Or bows even, I think. I think shotguns it's not bows because I was surprised by that. But if you're in the river bank bottom, it's public land. But if you get out of that high water, then it's trespassing. And
that's correct. Now, but there are places on this river you have to watch out for that'll say like, I'm just going Jeff Stanfield Island. Well, that's a private island on that river that someone owns, and you'll catch people out there trying to hunt it. And it's a hard argument for the landowner because somebody's like, how do you own this? And they're like, well, it's land. I own it. And they don't think they own it because it's an island. Well, they can own that.
Yeah, I got an old friend he hunted a hunt club on the Mississippi, and it was on an island. Real big, nice house on it, and they had everything. But, that's a tough thing to go on. So what's the current on that river?
Well, hold on, Jeff. This says, back to the Brazos, it says no discharge of a firearm or bow, period.
Okay, they've changed. Okay, it's no shotgun even.
You can't even hunt the Brazos River now.
Right, which I'm good with that. Because that's why our deer population's blown up here. Because people used to get on our river. First, they took away the four-wheelers. Yep. So then they fixed the bridges where then people started rappelling off the bridge and walking down the river bottoms. But you know damn well they're not going to shoot a deer in the middle of a salty-ass water, 2-inch water river. They're going to get up on that private property. But our deer population here's blown up since then.
But couldn't you say that about any river, though?
Yeah, but those are navigable rivers with boats. You can't do that here.
You can when it's running.
Yeah, but that don't happen very often. But so
I was gonna say, how often are y'all's rivers deep there though?
Never.
You could
exactly. See, like all of ours, you can put a boat in anytime you want to, and access a lot.
There's a lot of places in Texas you can, but the rivers out in West Texas, no. You're not gonna. The Red River between Oklahoma and stuff, when it's rolling and it's flooding, you ain't got no business being in it anyways. But other than
I've never been to West Texas. Furthest I've been I think I texted you a couple of years ago when I came to the Arlington area to watch some baseball.
That's damn sure not West Texas.
The furthest I've been. No, that's the furthest I've ever been though in Texas. I don't get out and travel that direction a lot. Y'all don't have a lot of public land. I'm a big public land hunter. And I go all over the Midwest.
It used to be the Brazos River in this area. Now they took that away from us.
Yeah, there's no public.
Yeah.
They just keep slowly stripping it away from the good old boy.
So
that's crazy too.
What's the current on the Mississippi River? 20 knots.
So where I live, the current, yes, sir, yes.
About 20 knots.
The current stage.
No, the current's running about 20 knots.
It changes the lower and higher the river gets. Clearly, the current changes.
How deep is it?
For instance, right now on the gauge in Arkansas City, it's 23 foot.
Is that high or low or about average?
Yeah, that's a little higher than average, I would say. I just moved to this area where I'm living now, so I would say that's average. Because when all during deer season when I was here, it was low, like very low. Barges having to pull over and let another barge go up the river and things like that. And now it's up really high. It looks like, but it'll come up. Where I live now, I live inside the levee, and the river has to get up to 33 feet. And we have to use a boat to get in and out. And it's done that for 7 months at a time here before.
The only time I've been on the Mississippi on a boat was at Venice. And
Okay.
I would say if you were duck hunting in a small duck boat and it's foggy, you're taking your life in your hands going across that river.
All right. So I started hunting with my stepdad, like I said. Then I got hooked up with this guy named, I won't say his name. I usually wouldn't, but I will for this because it's not going to be bad stories with him. Michael Taylor. And in our area, I met him when I was 16. He was 24. And in our area, he's known as like, if you want to go kill ducks, go with this guy. And I got blessed. I got stuck one night with a friend of mine, and he came and pulled us out. It was my friend's cousin, actually, and I didn't know him. And after that, we just clicked. Well, I moved in with him at like the age of 17, 18, and we didn't believe in working. We believed in hunting, and that was it. We had a Polarcraft boat with I want to say it was a 15 he had on the back, and that's what we started hunting the Mississippi River in. And
Wow.
you think I'm lying.
Yeah.
We would go upriver probably 2 miles, half a mile, somewhere like that, half mile to 2 miles, shoot in those, when the water's up, shoot in those places we needed to be and do what we had to do. And the older we got, we just got more and more things. And that dude, it's an incredible, he was like my Ron Stanfield, I'd say, like when it came to hunting.
Yeah.
For you, Jeff, like he has taught me everything to know about duck hunting, and I couldn't repay him in no way possible. He's getting older now, though. I'm 36 now, so he's 40 something, and he's a big pontoon blind hunter now. I call him a lazy boy. But he used to, man, it's incredible the scouting trips we did. Like, he taught me so much. It's insane. And I'll tell you some stories later on about some of our hunts and stuff that'll crack you up, but he taught me the right way. Well, I'll tell you one right now. This is how I figured out real early on. I was either got to stick it with him or be a little bitch and leave and not work it out. So we're going duck hunting in a lake, and it's got this little small creek. It's not any banks on it or anything. It's flat across there. It's just water, just still water, and then in the middle it's got a little current through it. And then we go to the other side to get to this pocket we like to hunt. He's got me carrying this is back in the day with neoprene waders. I got on a backpack decoy bag. I'm sure y'all remember those where you stuffed them all in there and had to carry it.
Yeah.
And I'm a little dude. I probably weighed 140 pounds at the time. I got that, my shotgun, my ammo bag, our Mojo backpack. I'm the mule.
Yeah.
He's got his gun and his ammo bag, and that's it. And we're walking across, and I get about to that current place, and I step in between a fork and a tree. And I have no clue. And I go to step up. When I do, I get hung. Well, I fall in, and I think I'm drowned, and I'm panicking. I'm trying to get up, and I can't. He just takes the decoys and pulls them up and says, hey, when you get up, I'll be at the duck hole. Come on. And just lets me go. And I'm like, oh, my God. And it's cold. It's real cold. Christmas morning, as a matter of fact. I get over there to the duck hole, and he's like, look, just stand up on those cypress knees right there. You got to take all your clothes off and just get dry. You're going to freeze. And I was like, man, I ain't doing this, I'm going home. He was like, you don't want to go home this morning. I was like, okay. So I stay there, and I stay dry for him. And we shot 2 limits of mallards in probably 20 minutes. It was unreal. Like, they were coming in this hole like it was nobody's business. And but we had to walk everywhere back then. We had a four-wheeler, but we'd tear it up. And like I just told you, we didn't have jobs, so we didn't have money to fix it. And we weren't going to steal stuff from nobody, so we just walked everywhere we went. And after duck season would end, we'd get a job and things like that. But during duck season, we weren't working, which we both did a lot of dirt work and stuff back in the time like that. So there's not a lot of dirt work to be done that part of the year, but he's an avid duck hunter. Yeah, like it's incredible to watch him go do work with them.
Some of the most miserable hunts are some of the most memorable hunts. You know what I mean? Just like whenever you kind of dig a little bit deeper and overcome the elements, like those are usually when it gets fun. If you can just get some of that discomfort out of your mind, there's a lot of fun to be had.
Like you said, like sometimes it's just all in your mind.
Yeah.
Just get it out of there and you're about to have a good time.
Yeah.
I've gone with Michael a few times, like back to that same hole and sat on a different part of it. And we took 3 guys with us. I used to be probably the worst shotgun shooter in the world. And now I'm better than both of these guys I'm about to talk about. And, man, it's hilarious. So we're sitting there and we shoot 3-man limit of mallards, and I'm fired up. I'm young. I'm like, boy, we were on fire today. I was banging on them. I'm talking all this crap. And they both just look at me. They're like, dude, I don't think you hit a duck all day. And I was like, what? And they're like, I swear, Seth, I don't think you've hit one. And I was like, really? And they're like, no. And I probably didn't cut a feather, to be honest with you. I would just back then just throw up and shoot, But it's incredible, like how it changed. We used to get to the duck calls, man, at 5:30 and have nobody around you. And now if you're not there at 2:00 in the morning, you're way late. If you get there at 2:30, 3:00, like you're way late.
Really?
Oh my God, Andy.
Wow.
It's incredible, dude. But the lake I'm talking about, we haven't been able to hunt it in 4 years. I sent Jeff a thing about it the other day. They said our spillway's got a leak in it. So they drained our lake down and closed all our boat ramps on it because they said that it was an opportunity for us to hit stumps with our boat motors and stuff like that. But the crazy part is they left one boat ramp open at the complete other end of the river that you have to run down the lowest part of the river to get there, to get to the lake to hunt now. So it's just Mississippi, man.
What kind of hunt?
We lost it. Go ahead.
What kind of season did y'all have this year?
Terrible. I say terrible, and then the last about week made up for a lot of people's emotions to forget how bad the beginning was.
Yeah.
When we got that hard freeze, it changed. The ducks came. But we only got that for a week and a half. There's a lot of days, Jeff, it was like 65 degrees duck hunting.
Yeah, we had everybody. I've yet to have anybody that said they've just had a wonderful season this year.
No.
I know there's some places that they have, but it's just was not much.
Yeah, I'm sure there are, but no, we didn't have anything nice.
That last week, like you said, though, that last week's going to get a lot of people back interested in it.
Yeah.
I think if it would, I think if it would have ended the way that it started, there'd have been a lot of duck shit for sale on Facebook.
And see, I'm not one of those public hunters that wants people to quit hunting.
Yeah.
I just want people to learn how to hunt. I heard a guy the other day y'all had on here doing y'all's public hunting thing, and he was talking about, they went in there with two guys and met two guys. Well, that's hard to do where I'm from. People they're young and they don't want you beside them and stuff. And you got some older honorary folks who do the same.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard, man. Like you'll have groups set up around you 75 yards, and that's no exaggeration. Like you can hear their conversation as good as you can hear yours in your duck call.
See, I hate for the government or the state or the federal government to get involved with anything because anything they touch, they fuck up. Everything they do.
Everything.
But
everything.
There's got to be some kind of etiquette coming along. And I don't know how it would happen because a lot of the young guys that are hunting grew up hunting with dads. They've taught themselves. And one of the good things that happened from Duck Dynasty is it got a bunch of young kids involved in hunting. I really believe that was really good. But
but now they're our age. They're my age now.
I'm gonna say now they're mine. Andy, how old are you?
38.
I'm 36. So they're our age now.
Yeah, I mean that was 15 years ago.
Is that not crazy how fast time flies?
Fuck yeah, it was that long
Exactly.
ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
But those. Well, I'm okay. There'd be a younger generation then, but it's this 25
and got us into it to get our kids into it.
But it's the 25 and under crowd of young guys that are hunting on their own that didn't have a dad to teach them, and so they don't know any better. I think. And then I'll say that, and then it'll be a 60-year-old man will do the same shit that these kids do, and he should know better. But it's just
that, and it's another thing. I got their hat on because one of my best friends owns their company or owns half of it. Brian Jensen owns Havoc Boats. And ever since all these boat companies came out, it ain't about going duck hunting. It's about who can get there the quickest.
Right. Yeah.
And that's killing the game. Like that is killing this sport. You go from being cordial and running 20 miles an hour down the chute somewhere to, oh God, I think this guy behind me is going to try to pass me. And now you're doing 40, just throwing wakes on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's just, and you see them fighting on Facebook all the time about my boat's better, this boat's better. It's an aluminum boat. Like, come on, dude. Y'all, and that's what's going to kill the hunting industry is the hunters.
Yeah.
We fight amongst each other way too much. And I used to be bad about it, like telling somebody, I am going to give Jeff hell. Don't you be shooting no jakes.
I'm not even going to shoot a turkey.
Good. Don't be shooting no jakes.
You're a grown-ass man, Jeff.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Grown ass man.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't have even known it was a Jake if Andy wouldn't have said something. It was a turkey with a beard.
Not much of a beard.
It had a beard.
But I just don't like seeing us argue with each other 24/7. It makes things difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like, you're right though. Like we're going to be our own worst enemy. And, I just, we gotta cut each other some slack and, you know, take opportunities where they are to like teach that young kid the right way.
Yes,
But,
exactly.
and like, that's tough too, because they gotta be willing to hear some criticism, and they gotta be willing to see the error in their ways. And what's crazy to me is how much money the young 20-year-olds have nowadays. Like you said, like y'all didn't have any money to fix a broken down 4-wheeler,
No.
but now kids got these fucking jacked up trucks, and somehow they got a boat behind them and full decoy rigs and shin
Not to
waders
mention
and
these
everything
aluminum
else.
boats nowadays are $26,000 to $28,000 to $30,000.
Yeah, it's always
Like,
crazy to me.
What?
You're like, what do you? How are you affording this hobby that you've got?
I'm assuming
That may be why our country is so broke.
I think a lot of them, mom and dad
We
are
believe
paying
in
for.
debt.
I think a lot of kids
Yeah, I believe that too.
are living
I
on
do
mom
believe
and
that.
dad or let's buy Junior when he graduates high school. We buy him a new duck boat or something like that. And there are kids that are working their ass off. Not saying that there's not,
Yeah,
but
100%.
but they do have a lot of money to spend. Modern technology has hurt the duck hunter. When
It has. I love it to death. Onex is the booger, though. It showed a lot of people a lot of spots they didn't know about.
Well,
because they didn't ever put boots on the ground.
That and then the mud motors. You can get into places ducks don't get any rest anywhere. I'm assuming in 1955 along that Mississippi River, ducks had holes they could get into where nobody fucked with them because they couldn't get into them.
Oh God, yeah, you just couldn't get there.
And
you know what I mean? You could not get there. And now you hear a Harley coming across the lake.
Yeah, if you read any of the Nash Buckingham stuff, and he talks about that these holes that they would get into, and he was a gentleman, you know, and had all the money to hunt and stuff, but their ducks would have holes that they could get into, and they'd come out of them holes and they'd come out and feed in places. Well, now those holes are being hunted, all of them. So there's no
another
holes.
thing, you're down here on the where I live is not far from Tunica. I'm right here by the casinos. Like where I'm from is not far from Tunica. I live south of there now, but you used to go over there and go ask a farmer to shoot, let's say, snow geese. Yeah, man, go shoot them anytime. Now you go ask any field over there. Oh, it's leased out. It's leased out. They will lease and flood anything. And the ducks, like you said, they have literally nowhere to sit right now. Nowhere in my area other than, like, let's say, the Mississippi River. We got one other big lake they could really go sit on. They don't use it a lot. The lake I'm talking about, they drained. They do still sit on it because there's like always going to be a little pocket in the dead center of it that no one can get to. So we thought. And now these kids are using those long tail mud motors and running out there and putting blinds up and shooting them. So they really have nowhere to sit. And they're just proud because they're out there killing ducks. And I'm proud of them too. Congratulations for shooting your ducks. But at some point, you got to sit back and say, if we want them to come back here, we got to have somewhere for them to sit and enjoy life. If not, would you go somewhere you get shot at every day?
Nope.
No.
Right then.
What in your area are they putting in a bunch of solar farms or anything?
We got the wind turbines.
Well, that's going to be land. They won't be flooding then no more.
Yep. That'll be land. They're not flooding, but I don't know if it's true or not. I've never seen it happen, but I hear these horror stories of geese supposedly flying into them and getting hit by them and just destroying a flock of geese, which I'm not a huge goose hunter by any means, but I'd rather see that be farmland than, gosh dang, whatever the wind tunnel. Because I truly don't have a clue what those wind tunnel things do. I'm so out of touch with everybody outside of here that it's insane.
We've hunted around the turbine wind farms, and I've never seen a bunch of dead birds from them. Now they do kill birds. Every species of birds they kill. I mean, it's going 100 miles an hour. Them blades are going 100 miles an hour. They're killing some things. But
see, that's crazy because from the road, it looks like they're just barely moving.
Yeah.
So I thought they were slow. Okay.
No, they go, wasn't it about 108 miles an hour or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy how fast
They're going a lot faster than people think. And they're going to kill some birds, but it's no different than hunting them around high lines. I just saw a video the other day of some snow geese flying into some power lines and killing 5 or 6 of them, a big flock of snows. But someone told me, and I wish I could remember who it was, there to have a conversation, and they hunt somewhere around Stuttgart, and north of them or somewhere around there, they're putting in 6,000 acres of solar farms. And that's a bunch of good habitat. Because they asked me if I thought it was going to change the migration. And I go, no. I said, it's kind of like tornado chasing. People think that you live in a place, there's tornadoes come through here all the time. If you fly over in a plane at 15,000 feet and you drop something out of that plane, there's land everywhere. So 5,000 acres is not a lot of land. It sounds like a bunch of land. It's going to screw up that 5,000 acres if you were hunting on it, but the field next to it's going to have the same thing in it. So I don't think it's going to change the migration. It's not enough. They're not eating up enough land, but it is going to definitely change a bunch of habitat for some people. But you can't blame the farmer, because farmer's going to make a whole lot more money off of solar farms than he is farming.
Yeah, I had a guy tell me the other day, I don't know if this is true or not, but the chemical they spray on rice supposedly went up like 20%, 20 times or something. Like you're not gonna make any money on rice this year, from what I dude was telling me. Now I have no clue if that's true or not, but that's what he was telling me. If that's the case, man, the American farmer and the American lineman, the linemen make money, but they get the shaft all these storms we have, and the American farmer, dude, they're just screwed right now.
Yeah, I don't know what the farming situation is going to be. It's not looking good for a lot of them, because
not looking good
in the Midwest. We're going through
like you said, that solar farm is about the way to go now if you got to make money.
Yeah, it's glyphosate is what it's Roundup, and it's gone up 20%.
Yes, that's just
so. Yeah, but
imagine this being like your third year into your rice farm. The first 2 years you did great, and now all of a sudden this, and you're like,
you're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah,
and I mean,
fucked,
like
literally.
Blake's always talked about, like, whenever his grandfather was getting into farming, or like the rule of thumb was like you had to stack up like 5 years of bad, not making any money, and like now it's like every year your nuts are basically on the chopping block.
Yeah. Oh, you had 5 years to get
5 years
ahead
of bad crops, and then that's kind of when
you needed to get out.
And Blake said now, like every year, it feels like it's do or die.
Logan told me that Roundup stuff not working no more, anyways.
Glyphosate.
That's what I've been told too. That it's everything's kind of getting
immune to it.
Yeah. Immune to it. Yeah.
Well, I've sprayed so much Roundup on my yard. My weeds are Roundup resistant. They don't even die now. You
sound like me, Andy. I hate cutting grass, man.
I sprayed just 2 weeks ago, and they look healthier than ever. I think they need it. I think they need it to germinate.
So Tyke don't do your yard like he does out here at the lodge and stuff?
I do my yard, Jeff.
Oh, you can obviously tell the difference between your yard and my yard. I have a professional do mine, so mine looks that way.
Maybe get that crabgrass out while you're working on it.
I don't have no crabgrass.
Oh, okay.
It's called ryegrass.
Ah, okay.
Your mom.
Hey, Jeff, no, I did. I heard you earlier talking about fog and stuff, about how dangerous it is.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you this real quick. So my wife, before I got married to her, we probably weren't dating 2 months, but we'd known each other our whole lives. And I told her I wanted her to go duck hunt with me one morning. She had a camera and stuff. I wanted to take pictures. She's like, okay. So we get to the boat ramp, and you can't see your hand because of the fog. But I know this lake like the back of my hand, and it's a wide open place. And the only thing you got to worry about is, I don't know how to say this without giving the spot away. You got to worry about logs floating.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're running down through there, and I'm in one of these boats, a Havoc, and we're riding down through there. We're going, and she's looking. She'll look at me and then look forward, then look at me and look forward. We're probably running 30, but you literally might as well turn your light bar off. You couldn't see anything.
True.
We're going down through there, and out of absolutely nowhere, just wow, something beside me just shoots by me. I'm like, what was that? And then the weight hits me, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a boat.
Oh shit.
So I turn all my lights on real quick. I'm like, holy shit. So I pull over to the side, and we're just keep going. I don't want to stop and get run over. So we get all the way back to the duck cove, and we got one of her friends and her husband are following us. And I think that was who passed me. I was like, that jackass didn't even see me. I pull up to the duck cove, get out, we get everything set up, and they're not there. The people I thought were supposed to be there. And I was like, oh shit. And he is like, to tell a story that's 5 minutes long, it'll take him an hour. So that's kind of what I'm expecting, a long boat ride from this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good God, get here. Come on. Well, they finally get there, and we shoot a wad of ducks or whatnot. And I have a black lab named Mike at the time. And he hated for his nuts to get wet. That was his biggest thing, especially if it was cold. He hated it. Well, we're in like knee-deep water. We're sending him out to get ducks, and I'm not paying no attention to him. I'm thinking he's getting all the ducks and shit, and I'm over here doing other things with these other two people. We get done hunting. I put everything in the boat. We're all done. We're headed back, and I was telling him, good boy. I was bragging on him about how good he had done, in front of the girl and all this. And she's like, I just want you to know that I picked up all those ducks. And I was like, do what? And she's like, I grabbed all those ducks. And I looked at Mike, and he's just looking at me. My dog is like, sorry. And I was like, good God, what an embarrassing moment. We get back. She's like, another thing, if we ever go across that fog, I didn't have kids or anything at this time. If we ever go across that fog like that, you got to slow down. And I was like, why? And she was like, I have 2 kids. And I was like, yeah, I didn't even think nothing about that. I'm sorry. And I was thinking right then, I'd have ruined this moment.
Yeah.
No. So we get together, we stay together. And March of the next year, she wants to go turkey hunting with me. That's what I really do a lot of. I love to turkey hunt and a bunch of public land. So we strike out walking, and we walk 7 miles the first morning.
Jeez.
I finally get her on a bird. She shoots, misses. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Come on, let's go somewhere else. So we go somewhere else. We walk, but 4.5 more miles. I think at the end of the day, we walked 13.5 miles. And we walk up, and she sees a turkey with me. We see him out there. Well, it gets away. The next morning, we go, and we wake up late at like sunrise. And we're driving out there. I'm on a side-by-side, and I literally park the side-by-side, get off of it, walk about 10 steps, look up, and there's a turkey there. I just, boom, shot him. She goes, are you kidding me? I was like, what? She's like, I walked 13 miles to kill a turkey, and you just stepped off a side-by-side and did it? I was like, sorry, you know how it is, though, Andy. That's just how your luck will be sometimes. Like, you just got to be at the right spot at the right moment.
It'd be like that sometimes.
But, man, she's a trooper, dude. I'll give it to her. Like, we're not the group that hunts together every time, but if I tell her I want her to go hunting with me or ask her to, she'll go with me. Like, I got lucky. I kind of got like listen to y'all, I kind of got me a Jesse. I don't know if Jesse goes hunting with you, but kind of like listening to, I heard you talking to Logan the other day, I think's his name, that does your jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how when y'all first started, you were like, hey, I'm going to roll with my friend over here. And she's like, what? You're going to leave me with this?
Right.
But they weren't really mad at you. They kind of understood the situation, and that's kind of how my wife is. She knows we have hobbies and things like that, and she's been great with it. But
Jesse's a trooper.
Man, yeah, she sounds like a trooper, dude. She does.
She's been that way forever.
To deal with you, Jeff, I'm going to be honest. Just listening to you on this podcast, you trip me the fuck out. Because Andy is like the perfect, he's half and half.
Yeah.
He don't get too deep into conspiracy theories. He don't get too deep into nothing else. But he listens to everybody, and you're over there, boy, you're a hound dog. You're on him. And he's like, well, wait now. 5 minutes ago, you said this. Like the gun thing you always say to him about taking an ass whooping in a gun. That shit tickles me so bad.
It's true, though. Like, and that's that's what I told when I went on the Ducks Unlimited podcast. Like, there's not many hills I'm willing to die on anymore. And I think that started with the podcast, just talking to other people, like, and just their experiences and the way they do things and the way they see the world. Like before this, like I had a very, like clear cut, everything was black and white. And now from talking to so many people, I realize like this world has got a lot of shades of gray. And if you're not open to like hearing somebody, you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff. So,
a lot. There's like y'all's your Democrat dude that's running for the Democrat Party, your friend.
Yeah, Riley.
I've learned a lot from Riley. I'm not gonna lie. Like just listening to him, like he's one of those people. I mean, he's got some ideas that I don't agree with, clearly.
Sure.
But he's got a lot of ideas that I'm like, damn,
yeah,
I've never even thought about it the way he says it. But he's also really down to earth, unlike the Democrats you see on TV.
Yeah,
like, he's different to me, I feel like.
The problem that he's going to run into is like the problem that Jeff has with all Democrats is he's got the national Democrat against him that I don't think it's going to be hard for any Democrat to win just because of where they're at nationally. And that's what Riley's trying to say is like, dude, I'm not running for office in New York. Like if they got women going into men's bathrooms or vice versa, he's like, that doesn't have anything to do with what I'm doing here in Texas.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's lumped in that barrel with all the national Democrats and all the fuckery that we're seeing.
Riley's got to run on the Democrat side, not the. I've never heard. He may have said, but he's just not a Republican.
Well, I mean, he's got a lot of Democratic. He aligns more with the Democrats, and in order for them to not have a primary, like he's going to the election as a Democrat, so that he kind of bypassed the primary process instead of running as a Republican and having a primary and then going like he's going straight to the main ticket in November.
He's got a snowball's chance in hell of winning here.
It's a very red area. Yeah.
It's kind of like the Panhandle, like our Congressman Ronnie Jackson. He's got a primary opponent.
Yeah,
but the Democrat, whoever runs against him, is going to get 32% of the vote, and he's going to get 68. It's about the same all the time. Riley don't have a chance to win, I don't think. But and the problem we have with the Democratic Party is there's not very many moderate Democrats. The Texas Senate race between John Cornyn or Paxton and this Tallarico guy. If this Tallarico guy would be a moderate Democrat, he would have had a chance to win. But he's so far off to the right. And Texas, believe it or not, is getting redder. It's not getting bluer.
Yeah.
I mean, each election we're getting redder.
I'm
redder.
not sure Mississippi's quite going that direction.
Texas,
we may be going the opposite.
Texas is getting redder because the people that have moved here are conservatives. Everybody's like, oh, they're going to California up here, Texas. Well, we've gotten redder. But
yeah,
Riley's got a good heart. The problem with people with good hearts is they don't have the wallet to back it up outside the tax dollars, and they just want to tax the people that give businesses, that give jobs and corporations.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like that part. I did not like that part when he's talking about that. I don't think a business should have to pay more.
No, you can't tax the corporations that are giving the jobs. It has to work together. And he does not understand that part. He's got heart. I've known Riley since when he first moved to Knox City. His family's all from here. Him and Zach are the best of friends. He's a great kid. He means well. He's got a good heart. I give him that. And he wants to help people. That's what he wants to see everybody get a fair chance. But it's just not life. That's just the life is the way it is. You're either going to do something with your life. Nowadays, you're going to end up growing up to be a victim all the time, where everybody's victimized you, and there's always an excuse. Or you can pull up your bootstraps and work and get something out of life. And that's just it. Right. And there's a lot of issues he talks about. I've thought more and more about this house, kids buying houses these days, and I feel sorry for them. It really is a tough deal. I don't know the answer, because you can't expect someone to build houses and not make money.
No, you can't. I mean, but it's tough. I'm here to tell you, I bought my first house in, I don't know what year it was, but I paid $100,000 for it. I kept it a few years and literally flipped it for $200,000.
Yeah, good business.
I mean, I felt bad, but then my dumb ass turned around and went and bought a gosh damn house about 500 square foot bigger for $230,000.
Right.
Just because it looked cooler, I was like, what a dumb ass you are. And then I just sold it, but I mean, I sold it for $280, so I did okay on it, but at the same time, I'm like, what the hell are you thinking? God damn, boy, you dumb sometimes.
One problem is that, and I believe this, I told Andy this the other day, is me and Tony were in Wichita the other day, and we drove through an older neighborhood that was built probably in the 1950s. After World War II, they built these little cracker box houses, kind of like the one that I live in now that's been expanded and built onto. Same style little house. A long time ago, people would get married, and that would be your first home you would go to. 1,200 square foot home, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. And over the years, people would remodel and fix them and make them nice. And then they would sell them, and they'd move to a bigger house and a bigger house. Well, nowadays, young people think they need to move into a $350,000 brick home right off the bat.
A mansion. They need a 5-bedroom house for them and their husband.
But that's the problem is young people today, it's not... I say it's a problem. It's one of the many thousands of problems. A lot of people,
but it is a problem.
A lot of people don't know how to be poor.
Or not poor.
They just don't know how to
not the answer.
They don't know how to live normal,
right within their means.
They see somebody else has got something, now they need it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a meme floating around that says, "Would you rather have $100,000 car and have $700 in the bank, or drive a $17,000 car and have $70,000 in the bank?" And there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
But that's the way that's the way with housing. I think a lot of these young people could afford a house if they'd find something that's in their means. You don't have to start. But that's they want to borrow money and build this big ass house, and they don't have no money for nothing else but to have that big house.
But now that 1950s neighborhood, what kind of neighborhood is it?
It's what you're going to get for what the money you're spending. I mean, but basically that. Well, but
this is what I'm talking about, Andy. When you do this shit too.
Yeah. But it used to not be that way because it was all people that was in the same kind of deals. Nowadays, you're right. It's a lot of trash.
Let's talk about 2026. So, is this a safe neighborhood that you would want to take your new bride to?
It's not that bad though.
Oh, okay.
It's not like bad. It's not ghetto bad. No, it's just a lot of
running down houses. Where y'all lives a lot different than where I'm from, though. I'm 20 miles, 30 miles south of Memphis, where I'm from. Mm-hmm. So if you move any further north than where I'm from, it's not good.
A shithole.
I was,
Well, Memphis is a joke, dude. When they were so pissed off about Trump sending in the gosh damn whatever, National Guard, whatever you'll call it, that tells you right there how much corruption's in a town. Like, why do you not want your town to be safe?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
now I heard
Memphis
that really
could be
helped.
awesome. Don't get me wrong. It could be awesome, but it's never going to be awesome again with it being ran like it is now.
You know, we went there for the Ducks, and we'll go back this year. And we rented a house. I rented the same house again that we had last year. It was the mid cities or midtown is where we're staying at.
Yeah, midtown. Yeah,
And I was very safe where we were at. But you go 2 or 3 blocks any direction,
you're not.
woof. Like that street we were on had some big, beautiful mansions on it. Beautiful, beautiful homes, manicured, nice yards and shit. And you get to the stoplight at the end of the corner, and they got bars on every window, and there's 3 homeless guys sleeping in the parking lot. It don't take long to go in the wrong direction there.
No, not at all. No, is it going to hurt anything if I slide my camera over? Because I got some sunlight coming in right here.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. You're good.
Okay.
You're good. I like Riley is the kind of guy, like, you could call Riley at 3:00 in the morning with problem X, and he would be there to help you.
Yes.
You got
Yeah.
a very,
Oh, yeah.
very good
Yeah,
vibe.
I got that vibe from him. Like when he's talking, y'all are friends for sure. Because I could tell him and Jeff were arguing, like they got heated, and then when it was said and done, like, yeah.
Yeah, it stressed me out
But-
sometimes.
Well, I mean, and like he left here and he's like, all right, love you guys.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
Yes, yeah, that's good. That's how it needs to be.
yeah, like we agree on like 80% of shit, 85%.
yeah, I think that's very true.
But it's just these minor issues of like how to get something done that the disagreement lies. But the devil's in the details. But that doesn't mean you got to fucking hate somebody and write them off just because you disagree on 15% of the way you see the world. And all the social shit that we're seeing going on with the Democrat Party, like he's said, like, I'm against that. Like, I don't see why a grown man should be going into a bathroom with a little girl. Like, he's against a lot of that stuff. So he's a good person.
I don't know why we can't live in a world where we can pay our own way on stuff. Why we have to rely on the government for every freaking thing. Because the government's involved.
Because the government wants to control everything they can. It's just
Ronald Reagan said it best. He said, if they come to you and say, hey, I'm with the government, I'm here to help you, it's bad. Because they never help nobody. They're always and I'm sure it's been going on for hundreds of years, but the corruption and shit, people are sick of it. But I don't want the government. I don't want the government. It makes me madder than hell. And I did a Facebook deal about this today. They got a program now where poor kids get braces for their teeth.
I saw it. That thing you posted on when you're driving to work.
Yeah. But I didn't even talk about the braces, but braces is one thing. You get braces put on your teeth, and the government, there's certain dentists or orthodontists that are in a program, so you can go get your kids can get free braces if you qualify. Well, if you have a job and you make a little bit of money, you probably aren't going to qualify. But your kids get free braces. Well, I had to put braces on 3 boys' teeth. It cost us probably $20,000 for 3 kids to have braces. Then not only those people get free braces, but then they get paid to take their kid to the braces. So if you've got 3 kids in braces at the same time, and I knew some people that did this, they were getting about $750 a month for gas money. Well, you know what? Those kids were all going on the same day. They were making about $700 taking their kids to get braces. And shit like that just pisses me off. Because
it's all kinds of, man, where I live down here now, you'll go to the gas station, or not the gas station, but like the grocery stores, and I'm getting like ramen noodles, Doritos, like just a few things that I can get. And this bitch beside me that you can tell ain't been to work in 6 years, got 8 children running around just hollering, doing all kind of dumb shit. And she's got 18 steaks and all this, and then pulls out an EBT and pays for it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I work my ass off, and I'm eating hot dogs tonight. And the government is literally giving you enough money to eat steak every night. Something's not adding up. Something's not right here. I just bought those steaks.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I have one of them?
I know a family that gets $1,400 a month in our little town that we live in for groceries. $1,400 a month. And then I'm not going to just rip on them all the way, but it just pisses me off because they could help themselves a little bit. I don't mind someone getting fed. I don't mind helping someone eat, but I'm tired of the same stuff like that. I saw a post the other day. Someone was bitching because the government now, I guess sodas you can't buy on EBTs.
Correct.
And I think that's great. And this lady's like, she's mad. Well, whose business is it to tell you what you can buy? The fucking people that are paying for it.
Well, RFK did
Yeah.
a good job of explaining that. Like, you know, you can get soda on EBT, but then you get diabetes, and most of the time, if you grow up poor, you're going to remain poor. So we give you diabetes as a child, and then you're on Medicaid, and we have to pay to treat your diabetes that we paid for as a society when you were a kid. So like, it doesn't make any sense to give EBT people sodas.
That's the educated response. My uneducated response is pay for the shit yourself, and you don't have to worry about what the fuck you're buying.
Exactly.
I'm paying
But
for
they
this
don't want
shit.
to do that.
No, if we have a friend, my wife's got a friend. I'm gonna just wife because I don't really consider myself a friend of this person. Bitch, because her mother would tell her what to do with raising her kids. But her mom was paying her car payment and her house payment and shit. Well, if you don't want your mom telling you how to fucking live, pay your own bills. But if your parents are paying your bills, they've got a right to tell you what to do. If I was having to pay Andy and Jesse's bills,
Well, you do.
huh?
I get a paycheck.
Well, yeah, but you're working. I don't pay your bills.
Oh.
But if I was having to just pay your bills,
Oh,
then
just
by
for me
God,
living? Just for me being existing?
yeah, then
Oh,
I would
okay.
have a right to tell you what the fuck you should be doing with your life.
I got you.
You're damn right. Yes, 100%.
You know,
And that's how y'all's generation was raised. And then it gets to our generation, and they want to be best friends with their kids.
Yeah.
But they don't realize you got to be parents. Like, you can't. I coach my 10-year-old or 11U baseball team, my stepson's own, and I'm a 1990s coach.
Yeah.
When they step on that field, they're 20 years old. Is what I tell them. They hear shit, damn, what the hell are you doing? Like, we run when we're in trouble. We do push-ups, sit-ups on the field when we're in trouble. We're not one of those teams that you want to just come play for. You have to really, really, really want to play baseball and learn it the right way to come and want to play for us. And I've got 12 right now on our team that are pretty dedicated to it. And it's amazing to watch our team compared to some others. We'll get hit by a pitch and they'll just look at the pitcher like, pfft. And then we'll hit one of them throwing like 40 miles an hour, like throw a changeup up there and hit them in their back. They're like, oh, mama. And I'm like, get this off the field. Come on now. The other coach, he's hurt. I'm like, he ain't hurt. There's a difference in hurt and injured. He's fine. Get the boy off the field.
Right.
They're like, God damn, man, that boy's a dickhead. And I'm like, no, I'm just a realist. That's why y'all are raising little bitches and we're raising grown men over here. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it. Like,
if kids
that's just how I look
today,
at it.
if the kids today had to go back to 1976 and be a kid
They'd
when I
never
was
back.
here, I don't think the kids would be a problem because I think kids that haven't changed much as parenting, but the moms and dads in the stands would absolutely have a shit fit if they had to go back to 1976, the way the coaches talked to the kids and got on to them. And the first time a mom tried to intervene, the coach would be like, "What the hell are you doing?" Because it didn't happen. You didn't see moms.
I've had to throw parents out of games. I've had man, this is like 11, 10-year-old ball. Like, this isn't things that should be happening, you know. I've had I told a kid one year they were gonna have to sit the bench one game, just going to sit one game. His folks like, well, we're leaving. I was like, we have another game. They're like, no, we're leaving. We're not staying for this game if he's sitting the bench. And I was like, you're taking him with you? And they're like, yeah. I was like, well, then don't come back. And they thought that was the craziest shit ever.
Right.
They're like, what do you mean don't come back? And I was like, you're left because he was sitting the bench and you want to come back when you think he may start? No, that's not how this works.
Right. Yeah.
And I hate it because the damn kid is a freaking good baseball player. But it just, I can't have that. You can't have that. If you're trying to raise grown men, I know they're little boys and people always get onto it. They're just little boys. If you don't start now, it's never going to get started, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's easier to like loosen the reins as they get older. You know what I mean? It's hard to tighten down when
it's hard to wait till they're 16 and driving and trying to discipline because they'll do things you have no clue about.
Yeah, like the game's over by then, and that's kind of what Ron always said about a dog. Like, it's way easier to loosen up on them than it is to tighten down because they kids, they get in the habit of doing stuff, and well, it's always been this way.
Yeah.
Why are you being such a hard ass now? but
Yeah,
that's you
like we
as
don't have any grab ass at practice. They know not to talk about anything other than baseball. It's incredible, honestly. Like, and the parents, they love it. Like, my parents are great. They're like, that's why we kind of asked you to do this, because you don't take any slack from them. And I
yeah.
was like, no, I'm not going to. And half of them didn't say yes or no, sir, before the season started.
Mhm.
Now you won't hear a single one of them talking to somebody without saying it.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's all positive. That's all good
Yeah.
stuff. And we start baseball practice next week, and I can't fucking.
Do you coach?
Yeah, I coach.
And Andy does a really good job.
God damn, Andy, what all do you do, bro?
I'm busy.
Jiu-jitsu, coaching, podcast, guiding.
Yeah.
Does he do anything at the lodge besides guiding, Jeff, or is he just bullshitting half the time?
Andy does whatever if we have something to do. I've made it a lot easier for Andy the last couple of years. Would you say on that? I've had Tony have a helper. So
Tony's your brother, right,
yeah,
Jeff?
Tony has a helper. Nobody else has a helper out here. So Tony's lucky. I don't have an assistant, but Andy stays busy doing stuff. The podcast is Andy's baby. That's what he needs to do, and whatever he does on his free time is his time. Now, when hunting season here, he guides and does podcasts, but that's basically it. And
I'm going to tell you, this podcast is the best one I've ever found on here so far. Y'all have knocked this out of the park. It's incredible.
I appreciate it, and that's because of Andy. He's done really good with it. He has done a wonderful job, and he gets 100% of the credit for that. But he's done a good job.
I found y'all through Charles Beatty, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Just looking up the Prince of Poachers the first time. Yeah, I was driving to Kansas to go turkey hunting and found it and listened to y'all, and I was like, they don't hold shit back. This is my new podcast. And I was just waiting for it to get canceled. Then Jeff said one day on here, he's like, oh, we're not getting canceled. We don't have to worry about getting any cancellations. And I was like, oh shit, they're not changing. Here we go.
Well, I mean, like, there's nobody that we really report to. I mean, we've had sponsors come and go, but it's like, I mean, who's going to cancel us? There's no corporation that we're beholden to. So I mean, we're kind of just,
it's awesome.
Two independent thinkers that get to talk on a microphone. But I was just thinking about my schedule this morning. So got baseball starting next week, and we don't start game for like 2 weeks. So we'll probably have like 3 practices a week until games start. And then we'll pair that back to wherever we need it to. But yeah, I was thinking like it's probably going to be like Monday, Tuesday, baseball practice, Wednesdays, jiu-jitsu, Thursday, we'll probably have another baseball practice. I'm helping coach with my younger kids baseball this year also. Friday, hopefully, will be like a fucking reset kind of night. And then
waterboard, school board.
Deacon
at the church.
It's busy, man.
You're on the water board?
I'm on the water board and I'm on school board. So
I know you're on the school board. I've heard Jeff talk to you about that quite a few times on here, but I had no clue. Are you really a deacon at the church, or he just give you junk
He
about
just
that?
gives me shit. I'm on a board at the church. But like there's only like 20 people that go to church. So like the pool's pretty small. Like they had to
So how big is y'all's town where y'all live? Is it not city? Is that right?
1,000 people.
Yeah. Right at 1,000.
That's nice.
Small.
300 good people, 700 idiots.
Where would you classify yourself, Jeff?
I'm probably borderline. I'm probably on the 700 side. I did go to a city council meeting last night, and I hadn't been to one of them in 6 years since I was mayor. So that's the first time I'd been to one of them. I did not miss it. About 3 minutes into that, I thought, boy, I'm glad I didn't do this shit ever again.
Did you have to stay for the whole time?
Hell no. I'd done my speak and got up and left. I wasn't waiting around for that shit.
That's rude. You didn't even see how they're going
to. Do you travel turkey hunting any, or do you just stay in Texas usually?
No, the springtime's so busy for me. I don't really get a whole lot of time. I got a friend in Albany, about an hour away, and I think I might go down there and maybe shoot a turkey with him. He's got a lot of birds this year. I might try to take. I'll try to get Reese a bird, and if there's an extra one, I might shoot it. But he's been Snapchatting us all the birds he's got. So the farthest I'll go is about an hour drive.
Gotcha.
I'll spend the day down there or something and move on with the day. But baseball and everything else, man, I just don't get a whole lot of time. I don't get a whole lot of free time.
We did have someone reach out to us and wanted to know if me and Andy would do an appearances like at a Ducks Unlimited banquet and come and do a thing like that. And I was like, shit, I don't even know what I would charge for that. But so Andy might get him another job too, be doing guest appearances.
20,000.
20,000 will sign up all week long.
I bet you would be surprised.
No,
They ain't nobody paying us no
Not
20,000.
no 20,000, I don't think, but
yeah.
But I've had a couple of people have reached out to us in the last couple of months about would we do, speaking type deals. I don't even know what you would call it.
yeah.
And I thought I can't imagine anybody would pay us to come speak to them after listening to us on the podcast.
Just send that to my agent.
Y'all are just hilarious. Like, you don't understand. Listen to y'all driving down the road. I don't know if you ever listen to yourselves or not, but driving down the road, just listen to y'all. When I go, like I was about to tell you, I'll go up to, this year we're going to South Dakota hunting. So it's a 19-hour drive. And I'll drive up there basically the whole time with my friends sleeping beside me. And I listen to y'all from the moment I pull out of the driveway. I'll go back to 2022 and start finding seasons of stuff that I just didn't listen to at the time. And I'll listen to y'all from there till I get up there. But I'm gonna try to listen to the y'all been talking about what's it called, the hourglass or
Looking Glass.
Looking Glass.
Yeah, that one, because you said it's a really long episode.
Yeah, they'll do like 3
So I was
hours.
gonna look and listen to one of them one time, but my buddy Bubba, he's the one I turkey hunt with everywhere. And Jeff, you'll get a kick out of this story. So we were up in Kansas one year. He ain't never left Mississippi, really. He's not very wealthy. He's had a hard life. Let's just put it like that. I lost his mom at an early age, and he just had a hard life. Well, we met each other. I used to be real bad about. I wasn't a very complete legal turkey hunter. Let's just say that. Back years ago. And we met each other because he was the same way. And everybody's like, y'all two got to get together. It's going to be insane if y'all do. And I was like, all right. So we met each other one time and went hunting. Well, we just clicked off. It worked perfect. So anyway, a few years later, we're going down to Kansas. And we go shoot some birds on some legal land, some walk-ins. And we're driving down the road. There's this fucking bull. I got cattle. I don't myself. My dad and them have cattle at where I'm from. And we got bulls and everything, but this fucking bull I see in Kansas is massive, Jeff. Like, it is huge. And I'm like, God dang, Bubba, look at that bull. He's like, that, and he's a big dipper. I've got to be one of them bucking bull, Wooten. I'm telling you, I've got to be a bucking bull. And I was like, shit, it looks like one. I mean, its back's just dirty and it's huge, big black one. We pull up on top of this hill, and there's this old abandoned house. You know how they are out there.
Yeah.
Oh, shotgun house, and it's got no posted trespassers will be shot, like all these old cool ass signs on it. And I'm like, Bubba, I got to get out and get a picture with this turkey in front of that house. He's like, God damn, well, don't get a shot now. And I was like, I ain't get out and take this picture. He's like, all right. So I get out and I go through a regular gap, and it's got a bar that goes up and over it. We don't know what that shit is. So I go through it. I go inside this old abandoned house, and I'm kind of looking around. I got the turkey over my shoulder. Well, I come out the window and I flop the feathers out, and I'm sitting there smiling behind the turkey, and I hear this noise. Pow! That motherfucker, he's barefoot. He jumps back. God damn, they fucking shot me, brother. They shot me. Get out the house. Get out that son of a bitch. And I'm looking around like, what the fuck is going on? So I jump out of the house. I run back to that gap, and I come through. He's like, they shot my dick off, Wooten. I'm telling you, they shot it off. And I was like, Jesus Christ, Bubba, come on. So I get him up, and he's like, oh, no homo, man, but you got to look, see where I'm bleeding. And I was like, fuck. All right, and he's like, look right here. And I'm looking, I'm like, you didn't get shot, dumbass. You got electrocuted. He's like, huh? And I was like, you got shot. And he's like, what do you mean? And it's we ain't never seen this shit in Mississippi. They got a barbed wire fence with electrical wire wrapped around this sumbitch.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, Andy.
Oh, fuck.
Andy, this shit built up some charge. You got to think what was just down the fucking hill.
Yeah.
A big-ass bucking bull. We're not even thinking about this shit. And, dude, he leans right up on that son of a bitch, and when it does, it blows him back. And you just got to know, Bubba, like, for the next hour, he's doing this. Like, I'm like, you okay? He's like, God damn, I'm telling you, man, I thought they shot me. And he's over there tearing up. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. It's like, this shit hurts. And he had, like, a lightning bolt, like, right beside your thigh, like in between your thigh, that little crease in your hip.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that son of a bitch, it blew him back. And oh man, he's had some shitty events with electricity though, because he was in Missouri and we were he was with another friend of mine crawling under an electric fence. They knew it was there, and they said extreme high voltage on the fucking fence.
Mm-hmm.
This is his outlaw, and this is what he gets. He's crawling up under this fence. Well, his gun barrel goes through the wire. And when he lays back down, it's raining. He lays back down to get through that fence. And it sticks to his ass. And he's just sitting there shaking. And his buddy finally grabs him and pulls him off. And he's like, God damn, fuck that turkey, you know, like we're not going that direction. And I told him whenever he got shot by that fucking fence in Kansas, though, I'm telling y'all, he legit thought he was shot and was panicking for me to get out. We finally got the picture, though. I made him get back out. I said, you getting out? We're getting this picture. And we got the picture. And he was like, Wooten, never again are we doing some shit like that. I've never seen it, though. I've never in my life seen an electric fence wrapped around the barbed wire. I don't know if that does some shit to it, but that's something you could literally hear it.
I wonder if it was hot wired right in. I bet it wasn't no battery. I bet it was hot wired straight from the power pole.
Oh, I guarantee it. I'm telling you, y'all. We got cattle and we got electric fences, and I've walked up to them and, you know, just made sure they're on with your hand. Okay, it's working. We're good.
Right.
This ain't what that was. Like you could hear the charge. It sounded like you could hear it coming from 100 yards each direction, like, and it just hit. And dude, like it pushed him back. Oh my God, I wish I could have seen this. I tell you, we were a long ways from home. We're a long ways from home. We're in Mississippi. And we're in the furthest part of West Kansas, damn near you could be in. Oh, and then some bitch still thought he got shot. Oh man,
God damn it!
It was hilarious, though, dude.
Look at me, I'm no homo, but please look and see where I'm shot.
Oh yeah, man. When he said, "Look, no homo, man, but you got to look down here and make sure see where I'm bleeding." They shot me. I said, "Shit." You know, we're all dude. Think about this shit. Now, think if Clay Reed out coyote hunting pulls up on two guys in a GMC truck pulled over, and I'm looking over the center console of his dick.
Yeah, right.
What do you think Clay Reed's gonna tell folks when he gets back to Texas about Mississippi? He ain't stopping to ask what's going on. He gonna tell everybody that look at this shit. Let me tell y'all what I saw. I was like, Bubba, God Almighty, boy,
can't be doing me like that, Bubba.
Flew. Oh, that shit was hilarious, man.
So where are you planning on going turkey hunting this year?
So I didn't get drawn for Kansas. I also tried to get into Nebraska. I put in 2 hours late for Nebraska buying a tag.
Oh fuck!
So we drawn for South Dakota Black Hills. We're going there, and we're going to Wyoming and Montana.
That'll be fun. Hit those 3 states.
Oh, it'll be a blast, man. I mean, we've never been over there before, and I'm telling you, me and this dude travel so well together. We just have a blast. Like, we'll listen to this episode. He's going to get a kick out of that story right there. He's going to kick my ass for. No, his name's Bubba King. Anybody that's asking, Bubba King. It's James King on Facebook.
Call him Sparky.
So,
oh man, I tell all kinds of good stuff on Bubba now. That's my go-to guy. I took him teal hunting one time. This is a good one too. Now, we went teal hunting on that lake I was telling you about earlier. And like I said, now I used to do a little outlaw. I changed a lot. I don't do. When I tell you I've changed, you can ask a lot of folks around here. I've changed. I had to change. I was going to get in a lot of trouble if I didn't. Like Charles says all the time, they're going to catch on to you.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were going teal hunting one morning, and I told them all we had a group of guys from Tupelo come with us. That's a little town. You know, y'all know where Tupelo is, but
yep.
We had a group of guys from there. I'd met duck hunting at the lake one day. We all just made friends. I said, "Yeah, y'all come on, go with us." Well, let's just say that the public land stops here. This is all public, and this is private.
Yeah.
All the teal wanted to be about right here.
Right.
And I said, "All right, come on, let's go." Well, they don't know the lake like I do. So I pull us all down up in here. We park our boats and we get out. And they don't know that if we step over this, we're on private. We step over it and we all get set up and we're sitting there and I can see phone lights starting to come on. I say, "Hey, put y'all's phones down. We don't need no phone light out right now." I know what they're doing. They're all getting on Onex to make sure Wooten ain't pulled a Wooten on them.
Right.
And they're sitting there. I hear the one at the very end of the blind. "Wooten!" I said, "What's up?" He said, "Where are we at right now?" I said, "Man, we ain't far. We ain't far." He said, we're 400 yards on the private property. I said, "But it ain't far. We're good. We're good. We're good." And I mean, I'm 25, 26 at this time. So we're good. We're good. You got to worry about nothing. We're good. I promise. We're sitting there and they all go to bitching, just raising hell at me. I'm like, "All right, fuck it. You know what? We'll move to public land, but we ain't going to kill shit. We'll have a chance." I said, "All right." So we pick up all our shit and we move. Well, it's still dark. We get over there and I'm looking for Bubba and I'm like, "Bubba." And I hear him, "Oh man, I didn't want to be that bitch, but I need some help." I said, "What the fuck?" I come back around through there and he is in, dude, we got bad mud, really bad mud, gumbo and just ain't got no bottom to it in some places. He's probably waist deep and nothing but just shit mud. just look. He don't duck hunt now, Andy. He hates duck hunting. I didn't convince him to go with us. We get him finally out of this shit. He's over there pouting. This is the dumbest shit ever. I know, but if y'all just looked right there where we were, and about that time, probably 400 teal dumped in, just fell right in there. I said, we'd be done right now. We'd be done for the day. They all crying and stuff. We get in our boats and go to leave. Well, we strike out. Can't find Bubba. Can't find Bubba nowhere. Don't know where he's done gone. This some bitch done run out of gas. His whole day is ruined now. So we get him back to the boat ramp and get everything done. You know, he don't clean his gun or nothing. Well, I talk him into going hunting a few weeks later, and we go to go hunting. That gun is just rusted. He's over there pouting. This is why I don't duck hunt for shit. He goes to throw that so much down. When he does, clack.
Oh, fuck.
Stock breaks on it. It's a wood gun. I'm done with this shit, man. He got to add. I'm just done. I'm just done. All right, well, that sounds good to me. You know, you just got to know, like Bubba, you can get under his skin like that, or you could run with him and have a great time all day. But dude, when that damn fence hit him, though, that's one of those moments that we will never forget in our life ever. I've got a few things written down. I've been trying to think about throughout the week, trying to get things for y'all.
Yeah.
I told you about the teal hunt just then, man. But oh man, it's just some fun things that go down in Mississippi and other states when you get around our dump. If we had a camera on our heads every time we go hunting, holy shit.
Might be best that you don't. Now
I don't know that we wouldn't be in jail from when we were young. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, look, I'll be honest. Like when I was 19, I did get caught shooting deer off the side of the road. Like Charles always talks about, that's the easiest way to get caught.
Right.
He ain't lying. So we did it for a long time. Not a long time, like it's years, but like one whole deer season we did it. And it's me and two of my buddies. We were shooting the hell out of them. Technically, I was shooting them. They were just holding the light. So anyway, we got done one night, last day of deer season. And we're out shooting them. We've been taking all these deer, so dumbasses we were, taking all these deer to our county jail, feeding them to the inmates. And we get done, like last night of deer season, we're out riding around like 1 o'clock shooting deer. And I'm out. I get out of my truck to go drag. I had 2 deer I was going to drag back out of a bean field to the road. And I'm dragging them back. And I had a 2003 Chevrolet. And I'll never forget it. Loud, had the most straight pipes, Mississippi redneck stuff.
Yeah.
And didn't go nowhere when you hit the gas, though. Well, right. I'm dragging these deer back, and this sheriff pulls right down the road right in front of me in a Tahoe, and I'm like, yep, that ain't good.
That's the one.
And I'm like, and then I can hear my truck in front of it going around the curve, and then all of a sudden you hear, what? I was like, yep, they're not outrunning that cop. That ain't happening. And they get pulled over 200 yards up. I'm like, holy shit. So I call up another friend of mine. Come get me. Okay. He comes and gets me. I was like, do not go this way. That's where they're pulled over. Yeah, we got to ride down there, make sure they're okay. No, we don't. I'm covered in blood. We do not need to go that way. I promise you, brother. And I just put 2 dead deer in the bed of your truck that are fresh, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning. We do not need to go that way. Yeah, we do. Let's just check on them, man. They're our friends. So they're fine. They're with the cops. They're good. I promise you. So his dumb ass drives us down there, and we go right by them. All right, they're all good. Good deal. We go 2 miles down the road and turn around. We go to turn around. Holy shit. Game warden. I ain't gonna use his name. He slides up, boom, right into the back of our truck, jumps out, runs up to the passenger side, looks at me, goes, Seth Wooten. I was like, yes, sir. He said, what are you doing in this truck? And your truck's right down here. And I was like, they were borrowing my truck. He was like, okay, why are you so bloody? My dumbass. I said, I've been slaughtering hogs tonight. He goes, do what? I said, I've been slaughtering hogs. He goes, you got 2 dead deer in the back of the truck? And I'm like, yes, sir. He's like, hell, you got 4 more in the other truck. I was like, yes, sir. He's like, what you plan on doing with them? I was like, we're taking them to Tate County Jail like we do all the time. I know. He's like, well, pull on down here. I was like, yes, sir. So the dude pulls me down there. We're talking to him, this and that. And they're telling us what, they got us, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, you fucking got me. Ain't no doubt. And so they tell us, hey, look, Seth, we're going to let you drive your truck. You follow us back to the jail. We're going to give these 2 boys a ride that were with you. I said, okay, yes, sir. So they give them a ride. I'm driving back. Well, hell, I go through Wendy's on the way back, get me something to eat.
Right.
Pull up to jail, and they're like, where did you go? And I was like, I went to Wendy's. I was hungry. Y'all have my license. I ain't going nowhere. So we get in the jail, and they did a few things they weren't supposed to do. I'll just leave it at that. They kind of offered us a deal that they shouldn't have, and we got a lawyer involved. She settled it all for us with no charges at all. But they called us with 6 dead deer in the back of my truck, loaded guns. What happened was where the place I'd been shooting them, I had no clue that a deputy's ex-wife lived right there across the road.
Right.
So like the farm I was shooting them on, the farmer was so proud of me. He wanted me to kill every deer that was on it. And I was doing a very good job of it for a while, and till that night. And I got caught, but I don't know if you can see this deer over my shoulder right here very good or not. But
Yeah.
it's a really good story on this one too. I'm telling you, I used to be a dumbass. Y'all just don't quite understand how my wife changed me completely. When I met her and got my stepkids and all that involved in my life, everything changed. But before that, I was a fucking heathen. And I worked at UPS and had a route out in Senatobia, Mississippi. And I drove just a brown truck, delivering packages. And I wasn't full-time driver. I was a cover driver, and I was a preloader in the mornings. Well, I'd been seeing this deer cross the road on Highway 4. And I told myself, I was like, I'm going to kill that deer one day. It's a good deer, And this is back when I did my road hunting and stuff. And lo and behold, 5 or 6 people started posting about this deer on Facebook, like seeing him cross the road at places. And I was like, I'm going to go on after that. I'm going to go give it a shot. Well, I put a firearm in the truck and shot him out of it, the big brown. Let him lay there, went back in my personal truck and got him. And I don't care if everybody knows now because it's been 15, 20 years ago. I'm 36 now. This happened when I was 18, 19. I hid that deer in my freezer for like 3 years because some of the people's land I shot him off of knew the deer was missing, was going around in different taxidermy. It's not even that big of a deer. Like, it's not crazy by any means. And he was going around, though, trying to figure out who did it to catch him and put him in, get him in trouble for shooting the deer off the road. And I literally hid that deer in a freezer at a taxidermist. I won't say his name at all for like 3.5 years.
So you shot him out of the brown truck?
Yeah.
That's badass.
I'm going to bet you're not the only one that's ever done that.
I'm gonna bet I'm not either because I got the idea from somebody else that had done it and it still works there to this day. I fucked up. I shot mine and got some things in the truck I shouldn't have left in the truck and put 2 and 2 together. They couldn't figure it out completely, but it was getting to be a lot less drive time for Seth and a lot more 2 o'clock preload time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not where you make your money at UPS.
You make it on the road?
And, oh, God. Yeah, them dudes that drive those brown trucks make bank. They make bank. Now, they work, but they make bank.
Christmas in February has really tax season's coming up, so they're going to be working to death. We got an old guy that used to work for us. He's a UPS driver, and
Luke's been there 20 years now, probably.
Been there a long time.
I worked at a really, really small hub. It was let me see, probably 15 of us drove. Had 7 or 8 preloaders. We weren't Memphis by any means like that. We were south of Memphis, clearly.
Right. So, what charges would you have been looking at when they gave you that sweetheart deal?
Shoo, we had I don't remember what everything was, but I remember when our lawyer told us the fines were like $7,500 each.
Yeah.
And they could take my truck. They already took my gun. We got everything back, but they were going to take my license for life.
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest one. That was the moment where I told myself I'm never shooting a deer off the road again, and I've never done it since.
Yeah,
because it's 1,000% not worth it. No. Luckily I killed him way before this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're lucky you still have your license.
Yes, very lucky to still have my license.
Yeah, nowadays if you get banned in one state, you can't buy them here. I had a guy come on a hunt here. Yeah. And he had lost his license somewhere up north. He was all pissy with me about it. I'm like, dude, listen, I don't have a damn thing to do with it. Right. How do I know? Yeah. You think I screen people and say, hey, are you not allowed to hunt when you're state? No. Yeah. I didn't say nothing at all about that.
That's just when you were, how it was when you were younger though. Things were different too. Like we had cell cameras, they were coming out, but they weren't nearly as good as they were now. Like in 2012 is when that deer died. So cell cameras, they were here, but it was like spy points that at 30 foot from it, you couldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah. Now,
That's kind of how it was when I first started turkey hunting. You know, like I got a bad name around here when I was younger for turkey hunting because if he gobbled, I was going. And I wasn't raised that way because I wasn't raised to be a turkey hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend of mine, and I'll say his name, Zach Adams. He taught me everything about turkey hunting by literally I took a pad like this, it's a little smaller, and a pen. And that's what he let me take turkey hunting with him for one whole year. And he told me if I do that and learn the right way, that I can go do it on my own, no problem. And I was like, all right, man. And he's a turkey killer. I was like, all right, I trust you. And he basically taught me everything there was about turkey hunting. And we went out the first morning of season one year, and his brother had never killed a turkey, and I had never killed a turkey. And I went up on one ridge. I'd paid attention to him a lot, but I still was real new to it. I didn't know what the hell I was really doing. This some bitch is in the tree, and I ain't seeing him gobbling, and I'm over there and just hammering on him, and he's steadily gobbling back to me. Well, he flies down, and I kill him like right off the bat. I'm like, this is easy. I got this.
Yeah.
Well, about 3 weeks later, I ain't heard a gobble, and I'm like, what's going on? Well, then I start hearing them on my neighbors and other people, and well, I ain't never heard no shot over there, so I'm gonna go shoot a turkey over there. So I'd go to my neighbor's place, go kill a turkey. Then I'd go to your neighbor's place. Then I'd go. Next thing you know, I'm 8 neighbors over, and I'm just walking and shooting turkeys, having just treating it like it's mine. And at the time, I didn't look at it like it was anything wrong with it.
Yeah,
I looked at it as that's just turkey hunting. That's how you're supposed to do it. It's an adrenaline rush to get away from somebody. It feels like. Not saying anything I did was right.
Right.
I know 100% I was 1,000% in the wrong. I don't want anybody listening be like, this dumbass thinks what he was doing was right. No, I'm not saying I was right about the deer, any of that shit. I'm just saying what I used to do. I'm not scared to tell my past. I'm not scared to hide from it.
Yeah. And I mean, like you said, it probably adds a little extra dimension to that adrenaline rush of killing the animal. And now
exactly.
You're adding another element of a little bit of outlaw.
Exactly. Yeah. And we used to just do those things. And I did it for many, many years and never got caught. Not once on camera, not once in person, nothing like that. And just one year it rolled around, one of my buddies got caught on a camera, and I saw his picture get posted on Facebook, and nobody tagged him, but I knew it was him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's the quickest way for everybody in your area to truly know what you're doing is to get caught. So you better cut that shit out.
Yeah.
And like I said, I won't go across. Like I've got friends now that will hear a bird across the property, and I'm like, damn, I hope he comes this way. And they're like, what do you mean? You used to always go kill that bird. And I was like, yeah, not now, man. Like I got a 1.5-year-old. It's just not worth her having to grow up and hear your dad's a piece of shit.
Right.
He used to go to my property and kill turkeys all the time. It'd be better to hear, hey, your dad's doing it right. He's calling them across the line and killing them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd rather be that person now. But when I was younger, I had no respect for anything. I was just really a go-getter. Like, just you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna try to do it.
Well,
good or bad.
You didn't have as much to lose back then either. Now, like you said, you got
lived in Mama's house.
Right. Yeah.
If I got in trouble, Mama would help me if I needed her. Just like everybody. If I got in bad shit, I know I can call my mama. She'll get me out of this.
Yeah.
Things like that. And then once you start getting older, it's like, damn, you got to settle down at some point. Now, I still got friends that just don't settle down. Don't get me wrong. But
now, is that deer over your shoulder? Is that a big deer for your area, or is that pretty?
Hell yeah, for my area, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I say hell yeah. He's a big deer for me. But
it's a nice deer.
Yeah, he's got split brow tines. He's got some webbing in him. He's pretty neat. He's got really, really short tines. That's really short tines for our area. I will say that. He's just got some pretty cool mass features and things like that.
Yeah, it's a damn nice deer for anybody, really.
But yeah, like so another thing we do here in where I'm from at the Arcabutla hunt, we do a physically disabled hunt every year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really, really cool event. It's like 60 hunters that come in for 2 weeks. And I didn't get to help this year because I got a new job, but I've helped for the past 3 or 4 years. And man, you get to see some of the coolest things ever. Like a buddy of mine, Keith, he lives in Arkansas, Texarkana, and he's got Fredericks. So it eats your muscles. So it starts eating your legs first, then your arms, then your chest. And I must tell you, like he tells me, it eats your chest, then just you're done. and he's pretty good right now. He can't walk or anything. He's in a chair, but I met him through that Arca Butler hunt, and dude, we have gone on some. I take him out to our farm and let him deer hunt with me, but that's something like I wish everyone could experience. Is taking. I don't call them disabled because they're able to do more things than we are. It's just incredible the things they are able to do. They're not disabled, they're abled. And I just don't like giving them a handicap name. But it's just incredible to go like to see the hunts and things that people put on for them. It's just insanity. Like, you know, track chairs, things like that. But those are the people that like me, like Jeff always talks about. If somebody's going to get something that needs to be handled, it's people that deserve it. Like these are 90% veterans that come and do these hunts that are disabled. And they don't get shit from nobody.
Yeah.
You know, a damn track chair for them to try to go hunting is $20,000. They ain't got that money.
No.
They ain't getting that money. You know what I mean?
No, that's one. That's one.
I know
deal we
y'all
need to
do a
help more.
lot for like veterans and things down there, and I just want to commit. Like, that's awesome of y'all. Like, that's a really big thing that I think our country needs to get more behind. Like, veterans are awesome for sure. They do something that not many of us would do.
Yeah, and it's tough with a lot of these veteran organizations because, like you said, like one person that abuses the system, and people start being less charitable with these organizations, and it just takes one bad experience. You know, you let the wrong organization in that takes advantage of the situation that you're trying to offer them, and you become a lot less receptive whenever you get that email like, "Hey, I have a veteran. I want to put on a veterans hunt." And you're like, "Well, I've been burned several times before." So
you got to wade.
Yeah.
You got to wade through it to do it.
it's tough.
Yeah.
Well, Seth, we
I
appreciate.
didn't ask y'all before, but y'all don't care if I smoke on here, right?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
We appreciate you.
You
being,
can't smell it, Jeff, so you're okay.
Yeah, we appreciate you being on here. We do. I've enjoyed your stories. I wish you the best. Maybe one of these days you can come out and see us out here sometime.
I will for sure. I need to, so I can tell you a few more. I got a few other stories. I need to tell you in person a few of them.
Well,
make sure they're okay.
we will damn sure do that. Like I said, I appreciate you being on here, and
Enjoy your turkey time in the.
We're gonna get after it, man. If you ever want to come to Mississippi, it's gonna be a little tougher than where you're from, possibly, but just give me a call. Let's get after it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the invite.
Yes, sir. Not a problem at all.
you have a good day, Seth. God bless you. Take care, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Thank
See
you.
You have a great day.
Bye.
Seth Wooten from Mississippi.
Mississippi.
That shocking story.
God damn.
that's my ass.
You gotta see where I'm bleeding. Wooten.
Oh, they shot me.
Wooten. You gotta check it out.
You know, that was hot wired. God almighty. Whoo, light
hurt.
your ass up. I hate electricity. Anyways, we appreciate y'all very much for listening to us. Holler at us if you'd like me or Andy to come out and do a talk at one of your events. We'd be interested in doing some of that.
We would?
Yeah, we would.
Oh.
You wouldn't be?
I don't know, Jeff.
The
How
money-
far are we driving?
I don't know. We'll just see what happens.
Maybe let's do this virtually.
Virtually?
Yeah,
No.
you know what I mean? Like pipe me on, but yeah, I can do it from right here. I'll talk.
We're in your drawer sitting at home.
Well, no, I'd put on pants for it, but
Well, that'd be that's awful white of you.
that's how I roll, Jeff.
All right. Peace. God bless. Take care.
Watch for deer.
Bye.